gentlemen, I just want to let you know that St. Michael's
every game is two. Yep. This is fun.
Plays tonight at 6 p.m. St. Michael's beat Cologne. So that's the 1A, guys. St. Michael's waiting for the winner of Rockland and Modion. Good luck going up to both teams, actually, Rockland and St. Michael's.
On the go, with choice AT&T internet services on Navajo Nation. On the go, get unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA wireless network every month, included in your Wi-Fi benefit. You can't beat unlimited wireless service. At home, get our fastest speeds for only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can stream the with the full power of our broadband network for our
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome to Northland Basketball, presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at SportsZone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Folks, welcome into Northland Basketball here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome to the Chinle Wildcat Den for day number 3, the final day and the championship games of the 2022 3A North Region Championships. It's all presented by Choice NTUA Wireless, and we welcome you in here at the Wildcat Den, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons. I get to call the play-by-play, and we're about to bring you 2 great matchups to wrap up what has been an outstanding weekend of basketball action here at the Den, and some outstanding finishes, including a great one last night. We're going to look at that buzzer beater in just a moment from last night's big win by the Chinle Lady Wildcats as they knocked out the #1 seed in the tournament, the Page Lady Sand Devils, who, by the way, earlier today were defeated by Monument Valley. So the Lady Mustangs finished 3rd in the region tournament, the Page Sand Devils 4th. And out here on the floor today, we're going to find out who the champion will be. Will it be the number 5 seeded Lady Wildcats, the host team, you're looking at them right there, or how about the other team? How about the number 3 seed, the Alchesay Lady Falcons, who got a slim but impressive victory yesterday in the semifinals to get to this championship? And the Lady Falcons playing their first year in the 3A North with a chance of taking home that hardware, taking home the trophy here at the Wildcat Den. Welcome in, everybody, and let's take a look at that game-winning shot yesterday by Chinle's Lindsay Yazzie. She hit the buzzer beater to defeat the Page Sand Devils and break a tie and send her team to the championship. And here's a look at it now. Seconds, gotta shoot. Lindsay Yazzie gets it away. Clean! Shot good! Wildcats win! Just a tremendous finish for the Lady Wildcats. The crowd loved it. Obviously, the Wildcat team, they loved it as well, and they got that big finish. And a shot by Lindsay Yazzie, who was the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game, with a great overall performance anyway. But anytime you hit a game winner in the semifinals to get to a championship, you're going to get some bonus points anyway for the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. It's presented by our friends at White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And we congratulate Lindsay on the great shot. She has lifted her team here to the championship round. There you see Coach Francine McCurt and her Lady Wildcats getting into the huddle and getting ready to take on the Alchesay Falcons, who are led by Coach Rick Sanchez. And two teams that are headed to the state playoffs as well. We're going to look at the brackets throughout our broadcast because the state playoff brackets have been released by the Arizona Interscholastic Association. Those are available on their site, aiaonline.org. You can find the brackets there, find out where your favorite team is going to be in the first or second round of the playoffs. If they get a first round bye, if you finish in the top 8, you do get a first round bye. Meanwhile, here at the Wildcat Den, you see the colors. You see the American flag, the Arizona state flag, the flag of the Great Navajo Nation, and the color presentation taking place here now at the Wildcat Den. We're going to go dark on our microphone, and we're going to enjoy the presentation here now at the Wildcat Den and the national anthem in just a moment.
Here the Arizona flag will be Caden Boggy. Happy birthday to him, also Caden Boggy. Nomination flag carried by Michaela Jake. Battalion flag, Jennifer Robertson. Left rifle, Cash Sells. Ladies and gentlemen, please take note of the feather at the top of the United States flag. This feather is a prayer flag that was presented to the Chinle JROTC back in November 2021 from a Navajo family out of Page, Arizona. While participating in the Winslow Christmas Parade, this feather was presented to our cadets who displayed honor, courage, and respect. This feather is to be tied to the top of the United States flag pole at all times so it may flourish in the wind as the United States flows across our great nation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for our national anthem. Our national anthem is going to be sung by Miss Alexandria Rose Holiday, student of Fort Lewis College and a former Miss Northern Navajo. Here he is.
Outstanding job on the national anthem, I believe. Her name is Alexandria Holiday. And if I'm not mistaken, the public address announcer, Alfred Sosi, said that she is a student at Fort Lewis College. And just a great presentation of the national anthem here at the Wildcat Den. And it is a sold-out crowd here. They have 1,800 tickets to sell out for each of the sessions. So it's sold out for the rest of the afternoon and evening here at the Wildcat Den for the girls and boys 3A North Region Championship championship games. The girls are coming up here in just a moment, and it'll be the tournament's number 3 seed, the Alchesay Lady Falcons, the designated home team in their first year participating in the 3A North, and they're going to take on the number 5 seeded Chinle Wildcats. And this is Wildcat territory, isn't it? And yet I would venture a guess that the Alchesay Falcons are extremely well represented here in the audience, as they always are. I wonder what time the fans had to start showing up this morning here at the Wildcat Den to get their tickets, to gain entry, and to be part of a limited audience. 1,800 tickets out of a possible, I think, 6,500 that the Wildcat Den can normally hold. But in this age of pandemic, the limitation on the number of fans allowed in, they have pushed back the lower bowl seats, and so only the upper bowl is available, at least for most of the arena. And we're about ready to go as the starting lineup for the Chinle Lady Wildcats, just introduced by Alfred Simpson, the public address announcer. Here at the Wildcat Den. Yeah, it sounds like there's quite a bit of Falcon fans in the stands today, ready for this one. Let's take a look at the starting lineups as they are announced here at the stadium. And are you ready for this one, folks? Are you ready for a big showdown here at the Wildcat Den? Thank you for being in our audience today, and we appreciate you spending time not just today, but many of you for the past 3 days, including today, with our coverage here at Sports Zone Radio. The 3A North Region Championships. And folks, gotta tell you, we couldn't do this without our great friends and our outstanding partnership with Choice NTUA Wireless. Starting lineup for the Alchesay Falcons includes Cheyenne Massey, introduced a moment ago. Jenny Sanchez is also starting today. How about the game played yesterday by Jazz Nosey? I believe she scored 26 points and was the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. She starts the game today, as does Brandy Edwards. And finally, in the starting lineup for the Alchesay Falcons is Cameron Nachu. On the other side, let's introduce yesterday's hero and the Sports Zone Radio player of the game in the Wildcats victory over the Page Lady Sand Devils. Lindsay Yazzie starts. Aisha Ashley will jump center up there. Freshman Koa Yazzie will start for the Lady Wildcats. LaShante Benali has really come on and been a force for this Wildcat team. She starts. And then the young lady that I think is the best defender in the 3A North region, and that is Shandine Yazzie, also in the starting lineup for the Lady Wildcats, who control the opening tip. It comes down to LaShante Benali, and we're underway with the 2022 3A North Region Championship game for the ladies. And that brand new set of gray uniforms that the Wildcats are sporting. And don't they look great, huh? Here's a three on the way from Koa Yazzie to start the game. Missed that shot. Lindsay Yazzie's follow is also a little bit off the mark. Rebound down to Brandy Edwards. The Lady Falcons tied up there. And it will belong to Alchesay for first time today. Welcome, everybody, to our broadcast coverage of Northland basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Brandy Edwards, first shot of the game. It's just off the mark, and there's Aisha Ashley with the Lady Wildcat rebound. Lindsay Yazzie picks up the dribble just across the timeline. Off to Shandine Yazzie. And there's Jazz Nosey, anticipating and intercepting the pass. And her first points of the game to get the Lady Falcons on the board. And some pretty good defense out on the far side. And the turnover forced by Jazz and the Lady Falcons. They get the ball back. And see if they can pad an early 2-0 lead as we bring you into the Wildcat Den, everybody. Pass underneath. Great job. And the basket good for Jenny Sanchez. Jen Well, her first points, I believe that was Jazz Nosey with the assist. Wildcat mistake, turnover, and some early momentum for the Lady Falcons as they get the ball back with a 4-0 lead. Ball up in the front court. Falcons work it to the paint, and it's slapped out of the hands of Brandy Edwards. It was Lindsay. Brandy was trying to handle the ball, and it was slapped right from her hands by Lindsay Yazzie. And it goes out of bounds, and the Falcons are going to turn the ball over. Koa gets the ball into Lindsay. The Wildcats bring it across. Now Shondine Yazzie, remember yesterday, Shondine got the great start. Hit a couple of first quarter threes for the Wildcats. Aisha in the corner. Aisha had a big three-pointer in the fourth period of yesterday's Wildcat victory over the Lady Sand Devils. There's Shondine Yazzie. Her shot just off the mark. Tips out. Falcons will get the basketball. Ball to the foul line and then back outside. Sanchez with the jump shot. And that's off the mark. Lashante Benali, the rebound. Long pass is intercepted. It's good defense, dropping back. And Cameron Nachum takes it away for the Lady Falcons. Edwards, and stolen by Shondine Yazzie, and then a foul. Shondine showing that flashy defense of hers, and then Cheyenne Massey fouled her. And the Wildcats will get the ball back, looking for the first points of the game. We played 2.5 minutes of this opening quarter. Chinle has yet to find the first score. Koa goes into the paint, and a personal foul. 2 shots on the way for Koa Yazzie. And the lady to commit the foul is Nachu. Welcome in, everybody. The 3A North Region Basketball Championships. The Girls Championship underway here now. And the first point of the game is scored by the Wildcats. It is in the form of a free throw from Koa Yazzie. She'll get a second right here. Our broadcast coverage of Sports Zone Radio of Northland Basketball and the tournament sponsorship belongs to Choice NTUA Wireless. They have been a great partner. As we watch Aisha Ashley grab an offensive rebound off the free throw miss, and there is Aisha's first points today. And the Falcon lead is now just 1 point, 4-3. As Falcons struggle, more intense Wildcat defense, and a steal, a takeaway by Lashante Benali. Aisha brings it into front court, and her runner produces a foul and 2 shots on the way for Aisha. She is as good at drawing a foul, getting contact, getting into that traffic, and forcing the issue as anybody you're going to find in the state. So she will live at the line a lot, and she's going to get 2 shots in a moment. But first, we're going to get a timeout on our broadcast coverage of Northland Basketball here at Sports Zone Radio and this 3A North Region Championship game, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And while we take a look at the graphic of our great partners, Choice Wireless up on the screen, I want to let our guys know back there that let's take another look at that Lindsay Yazzie buzzer-beating basket yesterday to lift Chinle into today's championship game as they beat Page. Here's a look at that again. And here comes the inbound, final 12 seconds. Wildcats. Ashlyn Lynch picks up the dribble, trouble. To Koa Yazzie, 3 seconds, gotta shoot. Lindsay Yazzie gets it away, clean, shot good! Wildcats win! Again, what an amazing moment for Lindsay Yazzie, the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game yesterday with that big make. As we bring you back to the action here, and Aisha Ashley is able to hit both of her free throws. And just like that, after falling behind 4-0 to start the game, the Chinle Lady Wildcats are in front, 5-4. 3 goes up, and Brandy Edwards unable to make that shot. She's going to kick the ball out of bounds. On the Wildcats pass in backcourt. Chinle will inbound the ball, and the Falcons are going to work a full court press. Trouble in backcourt, and that was a great job by the defense. Jen Sanchez was right there. She got help from her teammate as they bracketed the Wildcats in backcourt and able to force a travel and a turnover. Here come the Falcons to try to retake the lead as we get to the halfway mark of this first period. Nosey with a pass down low. We're going to get a whistle, and they're going to say foul before the shot into the game, and that shot attempt was up by Corey Alchesay, and they'll say that she was fouled before she got the shot away. So, inbound play coming up for the Lady Falcons. Into Edwards, return pass to the corner. 3-point try, no good. Tipped and controlled by the Wildcats. Aisha has the rebound. She'll bring it across into front court and get fouled. And the lady that got her just came into the game, Andrea Suttle. Gets called for her first foul today. Team fouls already. 5 fouls on the Falcons. The Lady Wildcats have 1 team foul. Here's the inbound. All into Ashlyn Lynch. She's come into the Wildcat lineup. Koyazi, a little fake. Step inside, and the shot is good for Koa. 7-4, Chinle in front of the Alchesay Lady Falcons in the 3A North Region Championship game. Jazz Nosey spinning to the free throw line, and she gets surrounded, and from behind, Ashlyn Lynch is going to commit a hand check foul trying to take the ball away. Well, she was just that close, Ashlyn was, to getting the steal, the takeaway. The Wildcats have scored 7 unanswered points now here in the opening quarter, and they'll tip it and take it away. Quintrell Curley controlling for the Lady Wildcats. Aisha spins ahead, ball in front court. Ashlyn Lynch wide open in the corner, and the shot's going to bounce around, no good. Rebound Curley. Contact on the Ashley attempt on the baseline. That's going to go out of bounds. And they say touched by the Lady Falcons. Alchesay thought it was their basketball. And it is, eventually. Following this girls' championship game, we'll have the boys. Meanwhile, Brandy Edwards with her first bucket of the afternoon. The Wildcat lead is 1 point, 7-6. After 7 straight points scored by the Wildcats, finally the Falcons get something going. And Lashante Benali, Lindsay Ozzie both returning to the Wildcat lineup. Tamira Baya had checked in a while ago, stays on the floor. So those 3 ladies, along with Ashlyn Lynch and Quintrell Curley, are the 5 Lady Wildcats. In the paint, Benali, bounce pass that gets taken away. Up the floor. And the nice finish at the end of it. You cannot stop Jazz Nosey. It's almost just a wasted effort to try, and Jazz has her second basket here in this championship game. Baya with the shot on the baseline. Missed it, and it gets batted around, knocked out. Touched last by Quintrell Curley. 8-7, our score. The Lady Falcons back in front. So it's been a game of streaks early on. First 4 points of the game scored by the Falcons, and then 7 straight scored by Chinle, followed by the last 4 in a row scored by the Lady Falcons. Randy Edwards. At the top. Now to Nosey. Guarded by Baya, who comes over to help out on Randy Edwards, but too late. Randy connects. Randy's got 5 early points for the Lady Falcons. We're down to 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining in the first period. Lindsay Yazzi's runner off the glass. Perfectly dropped in by Lindsay. She gets her first points in this one today. But the Falcons, they had scored 7 in a row before that Lindsay Yazzie basket. These early streaks by the two teams, and we'll get a whistle. Quintrell Curley picks up the personal foul.
Check it in, will be number 32, Alchesay, and number 20, Chinle. One more for Sanchez.
Jen Sanchez at the free throw line. The first one was off the mark. The second one is on the way. Also off the back iron, brought down by Chandine Yazzie, who loses it in backcourt. And it's scooped up by Lindsay Yazzie. She'll throw it off of Sanchez to restart the possession for the Lady Wildcats. 1:28 remaining in the first quarter. Now score 11-9. Lady Falcons in front. Inbound. Good backcourt pressure and a takeaway. Steal by Jazz Nosey. And the shot goes in for Jalen Nashio. And she's hammered. Chance for a three-point play. The lady that committed the foul is Lindsay Yazzie. It was a very physical foul for sure. But that didn't stop Nashio, who got her team out to a 4-point lead now, 13-9. The Lady Falcons in front of the Wildcats. And the three-point play is successful. 5-point lead now. Falcons have outscored the Wildcats 10-2, make it 12. Steal. And Jazz Nosey just putting on a show out there with 6 points in the first quarter. Her team in front now, 16-9. And a Francine McCurtain timeout from the Chinle bench. We'll get a word in from our presenting sponsors of Northland Basketball, our great friends at Choice NTUA Wireless. Back to the Wildcat Den right after this.
Choice NTUA Wireless now has the best tribal lifeline phone service on the Navajo Nation. Unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included with your benefit. You can't beat unlimited. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
My apologies for the audio issues. Hopefully that is straightened out. Would you please give us a message, let us know if we have corrected our audio issues. We certainly made the attempt on that just now. Wildcats bring it up the floor. Aisha Ashley with an assist, and Benali with the basket. For the Lady Wildcats, we've got 51 seconds remaining in the quarter. And here's the whistle and another Wildcat foul. Aisha Ashley committing her first foul today, 16-11. Alchesay in front.
Checking in for Chinle will be Tamara Baya.
This is Nashio at the free throw line. And she was able to make the second one. Wildcat struggling out there. And Ashley has it ripped from her hands by Brandy Edwards. And contact. Personal foul. And the lady that picked up the foul is Shandine Yazzie. The Lady Wildcats are playing with a little bit of frustration right now. 17-11. The Lady Falcons with the lead. A half a minute remaining in the quarter. Inbound to Jazz Nosey. Nice work on the baseline. Reverse direction. Behind the back dribble. And Nosey has 8 points already in the game. And that's also the lead for the Wildcats, or the Falcons right now. We got 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. And Lindsay Yazzie will get set to bring in the inbound. Ball into Tamira Baya. Now Koa Yazzie in the corner. She had a little separation. Did not like her shot selection, though, and so she tried to feed Ashley, who knocked it out of bounds. Lost it out of bounds with 6.7 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here comes the inbound. The Falcons up the floor, got to shoot. Brandy gets it away in time, but the shot is no good, and the Falcons are going to take an 8-point lead into the second quarter as we grab a timeout here on our broadcast coverage of Northland basketball at Sports Zone Radio. The 3A North Region Championship game. Alchesay 19, Chinle 11, and our broadcast coverage is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Get connected at home and on the go with Choice NTUA Wireless and Choice Broadband, the best tribal lifeline phone and internet services on the Navajo Nation. On the go, get unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included in your Lifeline benefit. You can't beat unlimited wireless service. At home, get our fastest speeds for only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations in Chinle, Jilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo-owned, Navajo-proud, and an enthusiastic supporter of our youth sports on the Navajo Nation.
And we're going to get an opportunity here in a few moments to have a discussion in this girls' championship game with the president of the Navajo Nation.
Let's give these two teams a
Jonathan Nez will join us. He is right now addressing the crowd here at the Wildcat Den, and they are responsive. And let's get the second quarter underway. Inbound comes in from Tamira Baya into Lindsay Yazzie, and the Wildcats have the basketball. Here's a kick out of bounds off the foot of Brandy Edwards. Wildcats start Lindsay Yazzie, Tamira Baya, Shandine Yazzie, Koa Yazzie, and Aisha Ashley here in the second quarter. Lindsay, trouble. Her pass is knocked in the air, and Shandine recovers it. Wildcat possession lives on. 7:37 on the clock. Second quarter underway. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. A whistle and a foul. 2 shots on the way. And the personal foul is called on. Yeah, we don't know who that is. There's no 20 on the Falcons roster. Yeah, there's no white 20 either. Do we have a replay on that? Maybe the officials are going to settle on a foul on Jen Sanchez because they were saying initially it was on number 20, but there was no number 20 on the Falcon roster. No replay there on that last foul, guys? No? Okay. Well, now they're going to say it was on 1 instead. So that's Jalen Nashio. So after all of that, they have settled on Nashio as the guilty party, and it's 2 shots for Shandine Yazzie. Here's her side spinning release, and the shot is good. Perfect again for Shandine, and she's got her first points of the game. Falcons bring it up. 6-point lead for Alchesay, and that one's knocked away. Baya with the great defensive play comes up with a loose ball, but lost in front court by the Wildcats. Jazz Nosey, good job dribbling between all that traffic. Brandy Edwards for 3. Back iron, no good. Brought down by Koa Yazzie for the Wildcats up into front court. Good catch. Tracked down by Shandine. Spin to the baseline. Tried to bank it in, no good there. And then after the rebound, Tamara Baya commits the Wildcat foul. And that is now the 7th foul of the game on the Wildcats, so 1-1 for the Lady Falcons. The 2020 3A North Region Basketball Championship game. Hey, how about the rankings for the girls? And if you go to the AIA's website, you're going to be able to see the brackets for the first round of the playoffs. The girls play their first round playoff games at the home of the highest seed. Outside the top 8, the top 8 teams all get first round byes. And then it's teams 9 through 24 will battle each other at the home of the highest seed. Brandy Edwards connects on those 2 free throws. She's got 7 points in the first half for the Lady Falcons. Up the floor, outside to Lindsay Yazzie. 3-point try, no good. Sanchez the rebound for the Falcons, trapped in backcourt. Well, that'll produce a foul. Let's see who gets it. Baya gets the foul, and that's her second in a short span. We'll see if Coach McCurtain gets her off the floor. 21-13, the Lady Falcons out in front here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime reports coming your direction. Well, a great start to our broadcast afternoon, these 2 championship games by our production team, and I want to acknowledge those guys and gals. Our producer is Derek Simmons. Our technical director is Julio K. On camera today is Leonard Keone. Our technical assistant is Jessica K. And folks, my name is Floyd Simmons on the play-by-play. Both foul shots good for Jen Sanchez. The Lady Falcons lead is 10 points, their biggest to the game so far. Well, what this Falcons team has been able to effectively do is keep the Wildcat crowd pretty quiet out there. Lindsay Yazzie on the baseline, and great help side defense coming in by Sanchez. And Jen is going to take it away, the steal. The Falcons a chance to extend their largest lead so far with another possession. As I mentioned, halftime, it's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Jazz Nosey brings it up, top of the key. Sanchez looking for the screen off Brandy Edwards. Into the corner, now back outside. Nosey. Nashio trying to give her a screen. Look at the nice return pass. Nashio, well, I thought she was going to get the assist. Jazz doesn't miss those shots very often. Tipped out, knocked out by the Wildcats. Here comes the inbound play. Nashio calls it out, gets it in. Into Nosey. Entry pass is tipped around. And a jump ball called. Chinle basketball. Wildcats bring it in. Tamara Baya into front court. Aisha Ashley gets contact fouled, and that'll be a 1-1. That's the 7th team foul in the game on the Lady Falcons. Guilty party, Sierra Lister. Check the 5 on the floor for the Falcons. Jen Sanchez out there, Jazz Nosey on the floor. Sierra Lister, Brandy Edwards. On the 1-and-1, the shot is off the mark. Chinle Nashio is also on the floor. There she is, handling the ball for the Falcons. And Brandy Edwards gets the bucket at the end of that fast break. And some aggressive Falcon defense produces a foul. Brandy called for the foul. And Ashlyn Lynch with a 1-and-1 for the Wildcats. 12-point lead for Alchesay. Their biggest lead so far today. Ashley goes out of the game. Here comes Quintrell Curley on the floor. Quintrell joins Shandine Yazzie, Tamira Baya, Ashlyn Lynch, who is at the free throw line, and Lindsay Yazzie. Ashlyn unable to make that shot. Rebound, Yazzie. Jump shot from the foul line by Baya is no good. Well, the Wildcats have had a couple of 1-and-1s in the last moment or so, and they've been unable to make either of the front-end free throws, so that's potentially 4 points left on the table out there, 4 that they need. And free throw shooting in a championship game, invaluable. Opportunities lost in this first half by the Wildcats. Here come the Falcons up in front court with 4:45 on the clock in the second quarter. Working toward halftime. Jump shot on the way from the corner right side, rims out. And that shot is no good. Tipped down to the Cats. Lindsay has it. Now Quintrell back to Lindsay in the front court. Feed the corner right side. Shandine Yazzie, that'll bounce off, no good. And Edwards has the rebound. She's got a lady out in front. Great job by Ashlyn Lynch to come in from behind and take it away from Jazz Nosey. Ashlyn, drive, dish. Kicked around a bit. Picked up by Shandine. Here are the Wildcats. Lynch, left side. That three won't go in. Boy, Wildcats have had trouble shooting all night long. And Shandine's shot partially blocked from that corner. It's Brandy Edwards, I believe, out there. Nope, not Brandy. Sorry. I believe the lady that got a piece of that ball a moment ago was Sierra Lister. And Lindsay Yazzie's second personal foul just now called. 9th team foul. I'm going to direct your attention to our scoreboard graphic there at the bottom of your screen. And if you see those dashes, below the team names, those are the remaining timeouts that these two teams have. So that'll help you keep track of where the teams are and what they have left. So you can see right there, each team has spent a timeout. They have 4 remaining, those dashes below the team names. Brandy Edwards at the free throw line. The shot is good for Brandy. That second one rolls off, no good. 26-13, Lady Falcons. Lindsay Yazzie, pass up in the front court, intercepted. More great Falcon defense. But that transition attempt, no good. Rebound and outlet out to Shandine Yazzie. Under a half of the second quarter remaining. Rebound on the baseline. Edwards gets it away. Jalen Nashio stops, and her shot was off the mark. Back to the Wildcats. Into front court, Quintrell Curley. LaShante Benali with the big three-point make for the Lady Wildcats. Well, after numerous attempts from the outside, finally, the Wildcats are able to connect on one. They get a 3. Comes at a timely moment, but that Wildcats team still down here by 10. The Falcons elect to take a timeout. So do we. Thanks for joining us. First half of the girls' championship game here in the 3A North region. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Back to it here at the Wildcat Den, inbound for the Alchesay Lady Falcons. Folks, the rankings for the 3A girls find Thatcher at the top at the end of the season as we watch Ashlyn Lynch step in front, steal it. She can't finish, but her teammate is there. Ashley, now she scrambles. Aisha looking for help. And I believe a timeout was called. Timeout taken there from the floor, from the ground. It was Aisha asking for the timeout, a 30-second timeout. There's my pretzel from the concessions here at Chinle High School. Chinle's got world-class concessions, by the way, and I just got myself a pretzel. Thank you to Jessica K for the retrieval on that. Appreciate it, Jessica. And I want to let you know that the bracket for the state tournament is out. We've had some discussion here at Sports Zone Radio about where our coverage is going to be held this coming week. And some of it's still speculative, okay? So I can't quite tell you where we'll be on Tuesday and Wednesday for the first round, and then the second round on Friday and Saturday of this coming week. But rest assured, we'll be out there providing some great coverage for you here at Sports Zone Radio in the first and second rounds of the state playoffs. And then Monday and Tuesday of the following week from the quarterfinals at Prescott Valley's Toyota Center. Ashlyn Lynch for the Wildcats to Curley, back to Ashlyn on the right angle. Chinle down by 10. Curley for three. Had the range, just a little off the mark. And the rebound comes down to the Lady Falcons. Jan Sanchez, trouble. Has it knocked out of her dribble. She will set her team to throw the ball in. Sanchez along with Brandy Edwards out there on the floor. Also in there is Sierra Lister.
Number 21.
There's Brandy Edwards with the finish, and Brandy, after kind of a slow start to this one, now leads the team in scoring with 12 points. There's the three for Kowayazi.
Number 20, Shandine Yazi.
Pardon me on that. Koa's not even on the floor. That was Shandine. Maybe you heard the public address announcer, but the correct call on that is Alfred Sosi here at the Wildcat Den. And a big thank you to Alfred for correcting me on that. Minute 22 remaining in the half. There is the runner in the paint. Goes up. Falcons miss. Rebound. And Brandy Edwards unable to make that follow. Curley the rebound. Lynch pushing up the floor right side. Spins into the paint. And dishes it to LaShante Benali. Shandine with it right side to Curley. Under a minute remaining in the first half. He mounts at Mobile Auto Glass. Halftime is on the way in just a moment, everybody. At the end of our broadcast coverage, we always announce the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Curley rebound, put back good for the Wildcats. Curley gets her first points today. Half a minute remaining in the first half of play. Brandy Edwards at the elbow, dribbles back outside. And they work it left side for three. Edwards the miss. Up the floor it goes. Quintrell Curley's pass. Shandine Yazi. Turn around. She came up a little short on that try. 5 seconds left. Edwards brings it up. Gonna have to shoot. And she does, just in time, but it's off the back iron. Good court awareness. Awareness of the clock by Brandy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but it just didn't quite go in for her on that runner, and that brings us to the very end of the first half of play in this girls' championship game. We're going to look at the state bracket here in just a moment. We'll break down the first half for you as well. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way. Sports fans, thanks for joining us here at Sports Zone Radio for our coverage of the 3A North Region Basketball Championships and this girls' championship game at the Wildcat Den. Coverage here at Sports Zone Radio, as well as the tournament itself, is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. We're back with halftime right after this.
With Choice Broadband, you can get an even better internet plan for your home. Our fastest speeds are only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations near you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Hatch Toyota doesn't have salespeople. We've changed how to buy a car. Now a floor product specialist works with you, and they aren't commissioned.
They're on salary, so when you're approached on the lot or in the showroom, you don't have to panic. Nobody's going to give you the bump and hustle to get you to sign on the dotted line because there's simply no pressure to do so. Hatch Toyota is taking the long view.
The view that involves your complete satisfaction with the whole buying experience. An experience we'd even be so bold to call happy. Who doesn't want to be happy?
And buying a new car is a really happy day. It's time to take the stress out of the day and put in the joy.
Shop ahead at hatchtoyota.com. Our entire fleet is at your fingertips.
Then let us know which model you're interested in and make an appointment with one of our floor product specialists.
Hatch Toyota, keeping the White Mountains rolling for 25 years.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Show Low.
Insurance is a must, but that doesn't mean you must go broke just paying for it. Contact Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance for a game plan on saving more of your money. Joe and his team offer home, life, auto insurance, and more. With Joe as your insurance quarterback, you'll score big each and every time. And with State Farm cheering you on, how can you lose? Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance, providing blanket coverage of the entire White Mountains. Call Joe at 928-536-7101. That's 928-536-7101.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Our Valentine's Day promotion continues, and right now you could get $1,000 cash back and your choice to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons live in concert. Right now at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, our Valentine promotion not only includes a chance to win $1,000 cash, but also 2 tickets to see Country Music Entertainer of the Year Eric Church or Academy Award winner Imagine Dragons.
Wow!
First, everyone will get 2 delicious dinners at Los Corrales Restaurant.
Yes!
Then take your Valentine to the movies with 2 free movie passes at the WME theaters. Or you can still choose full service car washes at Octopus Car Wash or $100 certificate for window tint. And everyone's name goes in the hat to be drawn for $1,000 cash and concert tickets to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today, 536-5972.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Halftime here at the Wildcat Den, everybody. Welcome back in. Floyd Simmons here on the play-by-play call for Sports Zone Radio. And the young lady that brought us the national anthem, I believe her name is Alexandria Holiday, and she is performing for the crowd here and doing a terrific job. Meanwhile, the Monument Valley varsity boys basketball team, the number 2 seed in the 3A North Region basketball tournament, is warming up out there, getting set for the championship matchup they have ahead of them. Following the girls' championship, it'll be the boys. And Monument Valley taking on the Chinle Wildcats. The number 1 seeded Chinle Wildcats coming up in a bit. Well, from that first half, the Lady Falcons leading the Chinle Lady Wildcats in the girls' championship here at halftime. 28-21, we welcome you into the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. And Brandy Edwards leads the way, 12 points in the first half scoring for the Lady Falcons. She has the team's only 3-point basket. And in the second quarter, Brandy is the only lady on that Wildcats team that had a field goal. She had 2 2-point baskets in the quarter. Besides that, she hit 3 foul shots, and Jenny Sanchez hit 2 free throws, and that's all the scoring that the Falcons did in the second quarter. So the Wildcats edged back in a little bit closer from a bigger deficit than the one that they have at halftime at the end of the first quarter. It was bigger than this 7-point lead right now for the Falcons. On the other side, the Lady Wildcats are led today in scoring by both LaShante Benali and Shandine Yazi. Each of them has hit a 3-point basket, and each of them has 5 points in the game. Aisha Ashley has 4 points. Koa Yazi has 2 points. Quintra Curley and Lindsay Yazi each have 2 points in the first half for the Alchesay, or for the Chinle Lady Wildcats, pardon me on that. So 28-21 is our score. If you go to the AIA's website and you navigate around, you will be able to find the brackets for both the boys and girls 3A state basketball tournament coming up. And I'll run through a couple of these things. First of all, here are the teams that we cover here at Sports Zone Radio out of the 3A North and 3A East. Here are the teams that have first round playoff buys. They don't have to play in the first round on this coming Tuesday, February 15th. And those teams are the number 5 seed in the state tournament, the Page Sand Devils. The number 4 seed in the tournament, the Snowflake Lobos. The number 3 seed, Winslow. Number 6 seed, Alchesay, this team right here. They get a first round bye. And the number 7 seed, the Holbrook Lady Roadrunners. So a ton of the teams, as you always expect in the 3A girls state playoffs, a ton of our teams doing well, highly ranked, and a bunch of first round buys. So of the 8 teams that get first round buys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are teams that we cover here at Sports Zone Radio. So good luck to all those ladies' teams. Each one of those teams I just mentioned has a first-round playoff bye coming up on Friday, February 18th. They'll be playing at home at their home arenas, home gyms. Now, teams we cover that do have first-round playoff games this Tuesday include the number 16 seeded Sholo Lady Cougars, who play Wickenburg in Sholo. The number 9 seed Window Rock Lady Scouts, they'll be at home against Camp Verde. The number 12 seeded Chinle Lady Wildcats play at home against Kingman. Number 13 seed Monument Valley is at home against Parker. The number 19 Tuba City Lady Warriors will be on the road. They'll be at Push Ridge on Tuesday. Sabino battles ALA Ironwood in the girls' first round of the 3A playoffs. Eastmark will take on Northwest Christian. And the final game, final team playing in the first round of the girls' tournament, number 15 Coolidge hosting number 18 Yuma Catholic. Obviously, we don't normally regularly cover either one of those teams, but we will if one of our teams plays them. So that's what the first round of the playoffs coming up look like. You can get a look at the bracket if you go to the AIA's website. It's available there for you. And a little later on, we'll look at the boys as well. And speaking of the boys, their 3A North Championship game is coming up after the girls here in this one today. It's coming up here from the Wildcat Den, the number 1 seed in the North, the Chinle Wildcats, against the number 2 seeded Monument Valley Mustangs. And all of this is coming up here straight ahead at Sports Zone Radio. Basketball fans, we do appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to grab a final timeout here at halftime, wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report, and we'll get the second half underway in a moment. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Alchesay 28, Chinle 21 at halftime. Second half right after this.
Our Valentine's Day promotion continues, and right now you could get $1,000 cash back and your choice to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons live in concert. Right now at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, our Valentine promotion not only includes a chance to win $1,000 cash, but also 2 tickets to see Country Music Entertainer of the Year Eric Church or Academy Award winner Imagine Dragons. Wow! First, everyone will get 2 delicious dinners at Los Corrales restaurant.
Yes!
Then take your Valentine to the movies with 2 free movie passes at the WME theaters. Or you can still choose full service car washes at Octopus Car Wash or $100 certificate for window tint. And everyone's name goes in the hat to be drawn for $1,000 cash and concert tickets to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today, 536-5972.
Any insurance agent can provide a quote, return a phone call, or claim to have the best rates. But will your current agent fight alongside you if and when you need to make a claim, discuss options when life changes, or put you and your needs first? At the Troy Merrill Farmers Insurance Agency, that's exactly who you'll get. People over profit. Years of expertise and knowledge, personalized service, and a straightforward, comprehensive, and cost-effective insurance solution. Call or visit the Merrill Farmers Insurance Agency now and experience exactly what you've been missing.
Second half gets underway here from the Wildcat Den, the girls' 3A North Region Championship game. Jazz Nosey's first shot wouldn't go in, and the follow for the Falcons also missed. Rebound, Aisha Ashley, and the basketball belongs to the Chinle Lady Wildcats. Welcome back in to Northland basketball here at Sports Zone Radio and the 3A North Region Basketball Championship game. Coverage presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Here is Shandine Yazi at the top. And the ball in the corner for an Ashlyn Lynch three-point try. That shot no good. And the rebound comes down to the Lady Falcons. They'll try to get the first points, and they do. First points in the second half. And the lady that knocked it down is Jazz Nosey. Jazz had that big game yesterday, and now she's got 10 points to help pace the Lady Falcons. There's Lindsay Yazzie with a shot of her own. That shot goes up. There's a miss for the Lady Falcons. Let me give you a look at the second half starters for these two teams. The Wildcats who just threw it away. They're led by Aisha Ashley out there. Well, it's actually going to be Falcon basketball. Aisha Ashley on the floor, LaShante Benali, Lindsay Yazzie, Ashlyn Lynch, and Tamira Baya start the second half for the Lady Wildcats. And out there on the floor for the Falcons, Jenia Sanchez, there's Brandy Edwards, shot attempt at 3. Also starting the second half is Cheyenne Massey. And let's check the other two ladies before I bring in a special guest to join us for a moment. Let's see, Jazz Nosey starts the second half. Ashlyn Lynch with a good job to get it up in the front court, but she'll lose the handles. She gets it back, saves it to Aisha Ashley. And Aisha's shot no good, but she is fouled. Nope. They say offensive foul. The official demonstrating to Coach McCurtain that Aisha, he says, used her elbow to clear out some space. The Wildcat fans hate the call, as you might expect, folks. The fifth starter, by the way, in the second half for the Lady Falcons is Cameron Nachu. And here come the Falcons up the floor. Ball knocked out from the dribble by Tamira Baya. However, Brandy Edwards maintains control, and the Falcons have the basketball, leading 30-23. And they'll add to that. Great job in the paint, and I believe that was Jazz. It was. Jazz Nosey once again with the points for the Lady Falcons. Let me bring in our guest to join us for a few moments on our broadcast. And that is the president of the Navajo Nation, Jonathan Nez.
Hey, Floyd, how's it going? Man,
you tell me. Look at this place.
I know. We got like almost a White Mountain Apache tribe over here. They were in line, Floyd, since early this morning. And so the early bird gets the worm, and that is why they have a large crowd here today. And those of us that slept in late, you know, we didn't make it into the gymnasium because there's only 2,000 that are allowed this evening to come into the games, both championship games. So I think it's about 50-50, huh? Alchesay
I think so,
fans and Navajo fans.
A lot of Falcon fans made the trip from the White River area and are here now. And we watch Aisha Ashley get her team to within 7. It's 32-25. Falcons on the run up the floor. There's a whistle.
Charging.
And that's an offensive foul.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady that gets called is Jazz Nosey. That's her first foul of the game. The president of the Navajo Nation, Jonathan Nez, stepping in to join us for a few moments here on our broadcast from the Wildcat Den. Well, I was wondering when people would start lining up.
Yeah.
I almost thought that there might be some people last night, but it was so cold outside the den last night that I didn't see anybody. But
I was in Crown Point, New Mexico early this morning. I heard people were already in line, and that was at 11 o'clock this morning. So now we know who was in line.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Alchesay fans.
As a shot up, no good outside, and the rebound put back by Jazz Nosey. And Jazz now has 14 points in the game as she starts to come to life offensively. Aisha Ashley runs it up in the paint. That's good for Aisha.
Aisha Ashley.
Well, how's the tournament been received so far out there?
Well, we appreciate N2A Choice Wireless for, beaming this into homes of our people out there all across the world, right? And it's been a great game. I was at the 2A third place game earlier today between the St. John's Chieftains and the Valley Sanders Pirates, and St. John's took third place. And I made my way over to watch these two games, championship games here, 3A. It's electrifying.
Well, I mean, it's just one of the best times of the year, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Basketball playoffs?
Absolutely.
February frenzy, as the AIA calls it.
And then next couple of weeks is in New Mexico, Continues on here on the Navajo Nation.
Falcon basketball, you saw that miss a moment ago by Ashley. Tried to get her team a bit closer, but now score here 34-27. Alchesay in front, the girls' championship game, third quarter action. Boy, great move by Sanchez, but she's unable to finish, a little too strong on the lay-in. Ashlyn Lynch will push and draw a foul. 2 shots on the way for Ashlyn. And I believe that was Sanchez that got him.
Yeah, she's the shortest player on the court there. Going against all the tall girls there.
It's great to see every year are the girls and young men as well here in the North that end up moving on and playing basketball at the next level. I was just thinking about JC Salabai and some of the other ladies, JC from Page, Stacy Begay from Chinle, both playing down in the Valley, playing junior college basketball. And we're going to see some of these other ladies. Aisha Ashley is a great candidate to play at the next level for Chinle
Yeah, many of our players are starting to move their way up to collegiate play, which is inspiring and encouraging for those that are wanting to play in college or university basketball. I was
going to mention another name, Cameron Nakadene, playing at Pima Community College. We got to see her play at the beginning of the season. Brandy Edwards with the basketball for the Lady Falcons. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. The girls' championship game. And the clear out. And the finish. Well done, Jazz Nosey. Jazz scored 8 points in the first quarter, now has 8 points in the third quarter as well, 16 overall. And a Jen Sanchez foul in backcourt, third on Sanchez in the game.
See, the Lady Falcons, when they do the full court press, it's really throwing the Lady Wildcats off a lot of times here. And they've lost the balls at many occasions.
It's Brittany Bitsui into the lineup for the Wildcats. Now Baya drives. A little extra step.
Yeah, I thought I was going to see.
She got away with that one, but the Wildcats keep possession. Into the corner. Turnaround, put up. Nope, that's not going to count. And it's off the Wildcats. Nope. I thought Curley got a hand on it, but the official says that is Chinle's basketball. Here comes Corey Kosei into the lineup for the Lady Falcons. Here's a look at the replay on that. Well, no, that's a good call by the official. See the shot go up, and it'll get just, don't really see it on that angle, but that was knocked out certainly by the Falcons. Good job by the official. Inbound. And from the corner, the three is up and good. Knocked down by Tamira Baya.
Right, within 4.
Well, this is championship level basketball. Brandy Edwards on the drive, missed the shot. And a push foul coming in for the rebound from behind. Andrea Suttle got in there and committed the foul. And so an opportunity right here for the Lady Wildcats.
Timeout.
Timeout taken from the Alchesay bench by Coach Rick Sanchez and his ladies.
Floyd, what did you think about that tic-tac-toe game yesterday I played?
I loved it.
I played sloppy, but I got a win out of it.
That's what I'm saying. You've got to be resourceful. You've got to be resourceful. I loved how you started. You pulled up. You shot the three-point attempt. We won't talk about how it turned out.
I'll tell it like it is. A little rusty, I haven't picked up a ball in years, But that was fun. It was really fun.
And you got the win. You win across the middle.
Right.
That's a tough way to win. Is go straight across the middle, and you got it done. It's part of the fun that Choice NTUA Wireless brings to the tournament.
NTUA Wireless doing an outstanding job. I was just talking to Val Verlina. I'm sorry, I always keep messing up her name, but she's a general manager. She was telling me how 6 years of doing this on the air with you, partnership with you, and bringing the games into the homes of those that just want to stay at home and watch the game.
Yeah, and especially at a time like this when there is limited ticket availability, to be able for us to leverage the Choice Wireless broadband network to be able to originate and send out our broadcast and get it out to the platforms there for the folks. That's just been a big bonus.
Right.
And we're under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. It's Wildcat basketball trailing by 4. Alchesay 36, Chinle 32. And they had going during that last break. I don't know if you saw that, President Nez, but the decent version of the wave was going around the arena.
Because I wasn't doing it. That's why I got to get back out there and start doing the wave right here in this gym.
Yeah, I've seen your expert leadership of the wave. Here comes a three on the way, and that's no good for Shandine Yazzie. Rebound, Falcons, and a personal foul. It might be on Baya. And it is Tamira Baya. She's got 3 fouls now in the game.
So after the game here, they're going to be doing Choice Wireless will be doing some presentations. And looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. They will announce, I believe they'll announce the all tournament teams and the all-region teams as well from the season. Hey, look at that. Jazz Nosey once again. She's got 10 points in the quarter. Good pressure in backcourt, but the Wildcats get it across. Ashley working down low, gets it up, and is called for the travel.
Yeah. It might not sound like it, but we are in Chinle, Arizona. I know there's a big, loud Alchesay Falcons fan base here today.
Yeah, no doubt. There is no doubt. The Falcons always travel extremely well with their fan base, no matter where they go. In fact, well, you know, this is the same has been said for fans from up north, Tuba fans, Chinle fans, but in particular, the Alchesay fans, President Nez, have forced the AIA at times to move locations of their games so that they could accommodate more of their fans, and so many of those Falcon fans will follow their team.
Right.
Drive, and Ash, oh, look at the dish.
Good.
Nashio gets the finish, but it was a beautiful dish. I think that was Jazz that fed her for the basket, and we'll get a Falcon foul up the right sideline. 26 seconds left in the quarter. Falcons stretching a lead right now. So we know that obviously here in the north, in Arizona, there's basketball fever, but in a moment, I want to ask you, President Nez, is the fever the same? Is the temperature the same on the New Mexico side of the Navajo Nation?
Oh man, it's same. It's the same. I think for me being the president, you know, it's just like a few weeks of just pandemonium basketball fever. Starts off in Arizona and ends in New Mexico. And let's not forget Utah too. You know, they're always getting into the state tournament. They're the Monument Valley Cougars there in Gouldings, Utah. Great talent though, huh, Floyd? A lot of talent here on the Navajo Nation. Yeah, really in Indian country.
And no question about it. We watch Ashley make one, miss one. And a 7-point difference here. Final now 10 seconds of the third period. Falcons bring it up. Nashio right side. Here's Jazz Nosey at the top. 3 seconds on the clock. She's working for a shot. And gets a foul. Lindsay Yazzie comes in. Lindsay is arguing that she
don't like it.
She got all ball there, but the official
like
right on the
there.
spot. Hey, these officials have done a great job all throughout the tournament. This group here on the floor, I don't know all their names. I know Paul Hancock, that guy that was just on the screen. And Paul is, you know, just one of the best. As we watch the Falcons unable to get a shot off before the buzzer. I don't know the names of the other two officials out here, but they've been a part of a great contingency of officials that have done a tremendous job here in the North Tournament. And I just want to do a little editorializing and saying, folks, before we complain too much about these officials, just remember that they're humans just like all the rest of us. And we're all just so fraught with mistakes that we make. The coaches make mistakes. The officials make mistakes. The broadcasters make a lot of mistakes. But in particular, the players make mistakes. And so let's always remember that we're all in this together. And
so do the politicians. They make mistakes. You can't make everybody happy.
Every once in a while, President Nez. No, I'm not going to suggest that here and now.
So what we're seeing here is a great basketball game, and the next one will be the boys, the Chinle Wildcats, and the
Chinle and Monument Valley.
Monument Valley. I'm sorry, Monument Valley.
Mr. President,
I was taking pictures with the team earlier. Yeah, and it's been a long day. I was out in Crown Point earlier today, handing out masks, PPEs to community members on the other side of the mountain, and came all the way back to watch some good games. So it's long hours for us. Long hours.
No question. Here's a feed inside for the Falcons, and Brandy Edwards comes up empty on that try. And the fourth quarter gets underway here at the Wildcat Den, the 3A North Region Girls Championship game. here in 2022, and it's tipped out. Curley touched it last. Falcons will get the ball back, and they've got a 7-point lead as the fourth quarter gets underway.
All right, Floyd, I'm going to let you go back to full-time announcing here. I'm going to go be a cheerleader now. I think this Chinle fan base needs to wake up a little bit. Let me see if I can get them. So you're going to go give them a hand? Yeah, I'm getting them rowdy up here.
All right,
All right, Floyd.
I wonder if, by the way, is Gwendina here? Gwendina Lee Gatewood, the
she's
chairwoman?
not here, but I'm sure she's watching. So, Chairwoman Gwendina Lee Gatewood. I know they're on the radio, on their local radio station as well. So,
all right.
I'll see you in a bit, Floyd.
You bet. Good to see you. There's the president of the Navajo Nation, Jonathan Nez, as we watch Aisha Ashley miss that shot. Rebound, put back, by it, no good there. And Ashlyn Lynch will help control it for the Lady Wildcats. Quintrell Curley up on the right angle. About a minute into the fourth quarter now. And there is Ashlyn Lynch from the baseline. Boy, the Wildcats' shot percentage in this game has not been, well, certainly not what Coach McCurtain would want from her ladies. Personal foul called on Quintrell Curley. Wildcats are hanging in. They just haven't shot the ball well. 40-33. Of course, you can give some of the credit for the low shot percentage to that great Falcon defense. But the Wildcats, who have been playing increasingly better basketball here in the month of February, closing out January, this Wildcat team has played some good defense themselves. There's a drive by Jalen Nashio. She gets the points for the Falcons. And their lead goes back to 9 points. Shondine, drive and dish, ends up on the ground. No shot there for Benali, so they work it back outside. Baya for three. Missed it. Rebound, Nosey. Showing that skill with the left-hand dribble into front court. Between games, there will be some awards announcements and so forth. We'll bring some of it to you. And there'll be some time between games. And I want to remind you as well that we will, at some point in all of that, we'll disconnect the broadcast. So we watch the nice transition basket, 2-on-1, and Aisha gets the assist. Shondine Yazi with the basket. And a timeout from the Chinle bench. And that'll give us an opportunity for a word in from our presenting sponsors of Northland Basketball. Choice NT-UA Wireless. Stand by.
Choice NT-UA Wireless now has the best tribal lifeline phone service on the Navajo Nation. Unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NT-UA Wireless Network every month included with your benefit. You can't beat unlimited. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NT-UA Wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NT-UA Wireless, Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam & Well Drilling.
And back into Northland basketball. Great partnership with Choice NT-UA Wireless making possible our broadcast coverage here at Sports Zone Radio. And want to thank as well White Mountain Regional Medical Center, our good friends there at White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They will present the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game at the conclusion of this girls' championship matchup between the number 3 seeded Alchesay Falcons and the 5 seed, the Chinle Lady Wildcats. And despite the fact that it's here at Chinle, the Falcons are the designated home team with their white uniforms out there. and they'll lose it out of bounds. So this is a big possession for the Lady Wildcats, trailing by 7. Can they trim that to maybe 4? Well, Ashley is going to dribble in, and Aisha, she has it just taken away. It's great defense, but taken right back by Ashlyn Lynch, and the blocking foul will send her to the free throw line. It's Jazz Nosey, who commits her second foul of the day. Team foul number 8 on the Falcons. The Wildcats have 4 fouls. And you can see on the graphic there below the team names on the scoreboard, bottom of your screen, each team has 2 timeouts remaining. Ashlyn's shot good. Well, shooting from the field hasn't been too good today for the Wildcats. And they've missed a few opportunities as well at the free throw line. So 1 out of 2 right there makes it a 6-point game. Alchesay 42, Chinle 36, and Shandine Yazzie with the great stretch to tip the ball and come up with a steal for Chinle. Ashley, turnaround. Shot just off the mark. And the ladies are going to scramble and battle, and that'll be tied up by Ashlyn Lynch. Jump ball, Wildcats basketball, everybody. Here comes Quintrell Curley into the Wildcat lineup. She'll give Aisha a break for a bit. Coach McCurtain is try and save Ashley for the final 2.5 minute stretch run of this game. Inbound comes into Tamira Baya, over to Shandine, and now up on the right angle. Ashlyn Lynch. Shandine trying to get free left side. They tried to work it to her for a 3, but Talga defense got there. Baya inside off the Ashlyn Lynch feed. And Tamira has that shot. It's a 4-point game now. Wildcats are going to get a rebound off a miss from outside. Sanchez couldn't connect on the 3. This is a big opportunity for the Lady Wildcats. From the right side, Ashlyn Lynch finally hits from distance. She's going to try on that shot tonight and been able to find the range. And a big 3-point make. We're down to a 1-point Lady Falcon lead. And a Wildcat steal. Quintrell Curley comes up with a steal. Lynch to Baya. Drive, corner, shot. Shandine unable to hit the 3. Oh, look at that great defense inside by, is that Jazz? Jazz Nosey who blocked the shot, or is that Sanchez? Scramble, ball loose. And I think tied up again. Well, these ladies battling out there. And with 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in regulation, the Lady Falcons should be getting the ball back. They will. For the inbound coming up. And timeout taken by the Lady Wildcats. Going to spend one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And we'll get this word in from Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Your hardworking friends at Ace Hardware are always on standby when you need them. And the Ace Hardware stores in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard are fully stocked to get you through the depths of winter. Snow removal, ice melt, heaters, ladders, outdoor power equipment, and power tools from names you trust like DeWalt and Milwaukee. The helpful hardware people can be counted on for world-class customer service. So you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal at your White Mountain Ace Hardware locations. Find them in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
Great to have you with us, everybody. And if Derek will give me permission, during the boys' game coming up, and we will stop our broadcast after the girls' game and restart a new one on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel and Facebook page. But if Derek gives me permission, We'll have a little talk between games. We will give you our broadcast schedule coming up this week in the first and second rounds of the 3A playoffs for the boys and the girls. Girls start their first round playoff action on Tuesday. The boys will play on Wednesday. And then the second round is on Friday for the girls and Saturday for the boys. Then it's the quarterfinals on Monday for the girls in Prescott Valley. Quarterfinals for the boys will be on Tuesday. Semifinals that Friday at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And the championship game for both the boys and girls will be on Saturday at the same location. That's a big two. And it was Jalen Nashio. And a steal, and two more for Jalen, plus a foul. What a big moment for the Lady Falcons. Nashio's had a terrific fourth quarter, 6 points in the quarter, 12 points in the game for Jalen Nashio, and here she is now at the free throw line. Tamira Baya leaves the lineup. The lady that picked up that foul, I believe that was Lindsay Ozzie in her fourth foul of the game for the Lady Wildcats. And Nashio at the line misses that. Curley the rebound. Falcons, look at that pesky defense. They're going to get it back. They got a lady open underneath. Brandy Edwards. And she finishes. How about 6 straight points in the span of about 15 seconds by the Lady Falcons? And timeout. One of 2 remaining timeouts for the Chinle Lady Wildcats. Oh, I thought they had spent one of those 2 a moment ago. Turns out that they had called that previous timeout taken by the Alchesay Falcons. Both teams now with 1 timeout remaining in the game. And what a game it is. Here's this timeout. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
The year was 2011. Tim Tebow was still playing quarterback in high school, but he was about to become a legend. With his team behind 17-0, he was tackled and broke his leg. Despite the excruciating pain, he told his coach, "Don't take me out of the game, I want to play." Tim led his team back and scored the game-winning touchdown on a 20-yard run. The start of the Tim Tebow legend. This is Sports Zone Radio's Byron Brown with a message from Beeler Orthodontics in Sholo. A message to every young White Mountains athlete to never give up. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
Northland basketball fans, we will announce the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game coming up in just a couple of moments. And it is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Well, 2:17 remaining in regulation. Lindsay Yazzie set to throw in for the Wildcats. And she's going to get it in quickly to Aisha Ashley. The Falcons were slow in reporting back after the timeout, and an opportunity to score quickly is not going to materialize for the Wildcats, but they will go to the free throw line in the personage of Quintrell Curley. Personal foul on Cheyenne Massey, third of the game on Cheyenne. Quintrell Curley makes the foul shot. Well, this was a 42-41 game not long ago, and then 6 straight points collected by the Lady Falcons. Great job by Alchesay to stretch that lead and put tons of pressure on the Wildcats, who make 2 foul shots. Quintrell Curley connects on those. A 5-point Falcon lead, and they've got the basketball. Approaching 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Falcons can just play catch out there if they so choose. Sanchez now to Brandy Edwards. Here's Jazz Nosey, sorry. Jazz picks up her dribble, gets rid of it, gets it back. And again, this is all the Falcons have to do. And the Wildcats are taking time before they start fouling. They've got 5 team fouls, by the way, and you know what? Might be a good idea to just foul right now and get that 6th foul, because they're going to have to foul when they do back-to-back very quickly. Down to 1:25, cross court. Falcons doing a great job protecting the ball. Foul time, isn't it? Well, it should have fouled earlier underneath to Brandy Edwards. And look at the Falcons. Great job. Brandy's got 14 points, and the lead is 7 again. For Alchesay. Ashlyn, the miss. Rebound. That miss. Tipped out, but a foul. Yeah, I think that's a foul on. I thought it was the Wildcats, but they say it wasn't. They say the lady that committed it was Cameron Nacho. Coach Sanchez for the Falcons, who is near our broadcast location, a little bit incredulous about the call. And that puts the Wildcats at the free throw line. Curley makes the shot. Quintrell with 3 straight free throws made at the line in the fourth quarter. Another look at Quintrell. And that's going to rim off, no good. Well, missed foul shots will also be something that, if the Wildcats end up losing this game, that they'll be thinking about before the playoffs roll around. And for the Lady Wildcats, the playoffs rolling around on Tuesday, the first round. They'll host a playoff game on Tuesday here at the Wildcat Den. The inbound, under a minute remaining. Falcons do not have to score here, though we saw the last possession. When you get wide open under the basket, they're going to take that one. Jazz Nosey out on top. Wildcats have to foul. They've got to foul. 35 seconds. There is somebody finally stepping out. Tamira Baya fouls, but see, this is going to be an inbound. Time will continue to run here because now it's only the 6th team foul. And the 4th on Baya, by the way. Falcons with the inbound. And there's the foul. Burns another couple of seconds off the clock, and that'll send Alchesay to a 1-and-1. And the lady that picks up the foul is Ashlyn Lynch, her 2nd of the game. Each team with 1 timeout remaining, as indicated by that little graphic under the team names on our scoreboard graphic. And that rims out. No good. And a tie-up. Baya gets tied up in backcourt. That's Jalen Nacio, part of that defense. Brandy Edwards right there. Good job by the Falcons. It will be Wildcat basketball. But time now, precious time, and little of it remaining as the Falcons get ready to celebrate a potential 3A North Region Championship. 18 seconds left. Steal, Nacio. Up the floor it goes. Brandy Edwards inside to the baseline, back outside now. 10 seconds left. Anticipation by the White River fans. Here comes the crowd. 1 second, and there's your buzzer. Time expires. The Alchesay Lady Falcons are the 3A North Region champions in 2022. What a great game put together by the Alchesay Lady Falcons as you hear their cheer. And you hear the Falcon fans in the stands cheering on. First year in the 3A North. And the Lady Falcons win a championship in the North at the Wildcat Den. What a job. There's a great look at Jazz Nosey and her teammates. We're going to announce the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. And that is shared today. Co-players of the game, Jazz Nosey with another great performance, 18 points, and her teammate Brandy Edwards, who scored 14 today, is her co-player of the game. Congratulations to Rick Sanchez. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wildcat. That's a great look at the coach for Alchesay. Just a gracious individual. What a great guy. He's as nice as they come. And he's a great coach. And he's accomplished a ton with his Lady Falcons as the leader of that program. And our congratulations to Coach Sanchez and the Alchesay Lady Falcons. They are your champions. And when we get an opportunity coming up, as you look at the trophy that the Falcons are going to take home, here come those ladies to get their trophy. Congratulations. Are in order to the Alchesay Falcons. Again, Coach Sanchez right there, and he's going to grab a photo of his ladies. 50-44, the final score in the girls' championship of the 3A North Region basketball tournament. I don't know, you think those ladies are happy or what? There's Jazz Nosey, one of our Sports Zone Radio players of the game. Jazz and her teammate Brandy Edwards are our co-players of the game in the girls' championship. We'll get an opportunity at some point here in these festivities to speak with them. The boys' game is scheduled for a 7:30 start. Remember that between this game and the boys' game, we will end this broadcast on our streaming platforms at some point. We'll end the broadcast and we'll start a new one for the boys' championship, so do keep that in mind. Congratulations to the Alchesay Falcons, 2022 3A North Region champions in the girls' tournament. The boys' championship game, the Chinle Wildcats and the Monument Valley Mustangs, remains to be played a little later on here at the Wildcat Den, but they will continue to celebrate the girls' championship, and I believe there are going to be some announcements coming up. Perhaps all region players and all tournament players. We should be finding out who the North Region Player of the Year is, the defensive and offensive players of the year as well, all of that. And we'll eventually give you the announcement if we don't carry it live on our broadcast. We are going to take a brief timeout. Cheyenne Massey has just received an honor. I think that's part of the all-region team. Jen Sanchez.
Ashlyn Lynch, Chinle. Lindsay Yazzie, Chinle. Hoayazi Chinle. Sheridan Curley, Monument Valley.
Coach, throw this on for a quick second, okay? I know that you're busy doing stuff. Let's talk real quick with head coach Rick Sanchez of Alchesay. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Way to go. Your ladies came to play today, and they really played marvelously throughout the tournament.
Yeah, they really did. You know, I have a really good staff that really helped us, and my staff really is the one who set this all up, got the press going, made sure we worked it, and we give the glory to God because he's the one who allows all this to happen. We thank you.
Amen, Coach. I agree with that. This team you've got, pretty special. The athleticism, the speed of your team, Jazz Nosey, Brandy Edwards, Jen Sanchez. This team is, boy, they're going to be tough in the state tournament.
That's what I'm talking about. The Lord bless me with all these girls. That's all I know. And they are really good. When they're on, they are on. And I don't think anybody can beat us in the state when they're on. They are really just tough.
How about the composure of your team as well? You come in here to hostile confines, the Wildcat Den, and though you do have a great crowd here, I mean, obviously the home crowd and playing on this floor for the first time for many of these girls. I know you played through the regular season here, but Coach, your team is so well composed. They played under pressure well today.
They did. We've been that way all year, where they're just pretty relaxed, and they just we go out there and we talk about it. You don't need to get shook up. It's just a game. Enjoy it. Have fun out there and just play the way that the Lord let you play, taught you how to play. And they just play hard. They play hard, smart.
Well, Coach, it's going to make the drive home pretty sweet, isn't it?
Oh, you betcha. It's going to be nice all the way home, yeah. That's nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and thank you guys. We appreciate you guys coming out and filming this stuff. It's wonderful.
It's our privilege, and
thank you.
We're blessed to be able to do it, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's Rick Sanchez, head coach of the Alchesay Falcons. We'll talk to a couple of his ladies here in just a moment. Jazz Nosey and her teammate, Brandy Edwards, share the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game here for the Lady Falcons. They are the 2022 3A North Region basketball champions.
Jazlyn Nosey, Alchesay Falcons.
Well, they're, I believe, doing the all-region team right now.
Winter Scouts. Congratulations to the second team All-Region. Next, we will recognize our first team All-Region. Kiera Jenkins, Paige Sandoval. Angel Holiday, Monument Valley Mustangs. Taylor Reed, Tuba City Warriors.
They are announcing the first team All-Region team, and we're going to stay with the coverage here.
Alicia Ashley, Chinle Wildcats. Brady Edwards, Alchesay Falcons. Michaela Roanhorse, Winter Scouts. Congratulations to our first team All-Region. Finally, we will recognize our players and Coach of the Year. Region Coach of the Year, Celeste Claw, Paige Sandoval. Region Defensive Player of the Year, Ayana Nash, Monument Valley Mustangs. Region Offensive Player of the Year, Robbie Takalai, Winter Scouts. And Region Player of the Year, Makita Taliman, Paige Sandoval.
Rick.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to our players and Coach of the Year. Up next, NTUA Choice Wireless will be presenting our next awards. Ladies and gentlemen, the Navajo Tribal Utility Authority and Choice NTUA Wireless are here to present the 2021-2022 Sportsmanship Awards to area high school basketball players. This award is presented each year to students who have demonstrated overall academic performance and team leadership throughout the recent basketball season. These students demonstrated sportsmanlike qualities that follow NTUA's motto of teamwork and respect. Coaches and athletic directors helped select this year's sportsmanship team. NTUA and Choice NTUA Wireless now congratulate these student athletes who worked hard in the classroom as well as demonstrating sportsmanship on the court. We also would like to congratulate parents, grandparents, families, relatives, coaches, and teachers who also deserve recognition for supporting their student athletes. Presenting the Sportsmanship Awards this evening from Choice NTUA Wireless, please welcome Valina Sosi, General Manager for Choice NTUA Wireless, and Shri Burbank, Warehouse Supervisor. From NTUA, Kaylin Barton, Social Media Specialist, General Manager's Office, Larry Jackson Jr. from the General Manager's Office. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2021-2022 NTUA and Choice NTUA Wireless Girls Sportsmanship Team. Janet Sanchez, Alchesay High School Lady Falcons. Lindsay Nazi, Chinle High School Lady Wildcats. Charnesty Holiday, Monument Valley High School Lady Mustangs. Makita Taliman, Page High School Lady Sand Devils. Gracie Curley, Tuba City High School Lady Warriors. And Michaela Rohrhorst, Winter Rock High School Lady Scouts. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the boys' selection. Frederick Kool-Aid, Alchesay High School Falcons. Jake Guy, Chinle High School Wildcats. Cash Blackrock, Monument Valley High School Mustangs. Maurice Smith, Page High School Sand Devils. Brenton Hardy, Tuba City High School Warriors. And Isaiah Begay, Winter Rock High School Scouts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our student athletes a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Choice N2A Wireless, for sponsoring this tournament. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank this young man right here, Mr. Ryan Dobson, athletic director from Winter Rock High School, doing a good job running this tournament. Our athletic director is out, so taking over the duties of the athletic director, Ryan Dobson, doing a wonderful job. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Okay, guys, we need to clear the floor so we can start cleaning up the floor. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give these athletes a round of applause. And also, let's give Choice N2A Wireless a round of applause for doing an awesome job. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is AIA Regional Basketball Tournament. A lot of thanks going out to AIA for allowing us this tournament to be held here. Again, ladies and gentlemen.
There's that voice of Alfred Sosi, the public address announcer here at Chinle High School. And folks, that is going to wrap up our Game 1 coverage of the championship round here today at the Chinle Wildcat Den. And, what a start to the activity. And some great work done there by the 3A North region and Valina Sosi and her staff, the great people at Choice Wireless, to do the awards and get the whole thing wrapped up here at the Wildcat Den. And a superb job by our team in capturing all of that. I got to throw that shout out to this great crew that we have. It's a skeleton crew, really. But they make it look like we have so many more people getting the job done. That's how good our team is, led by our producer, Derek Simmons. Nobody in the business as good as Derek Simmons, I assure you of that. I want to thank our technical director, who has done an extraordinary job throughout the tournament, Julio K. from Kayenta. And our camera up at top, on the top there, wonderful job, Leonard Keone. And he'll be again with us here for the Boys Championship coming up in a moment. And our technical assistant, who has been all over the place providing help for us, is Jessica K. What a crew. And I'm very, very proud of the work that they're doing. And look forward to more of their great work here coming up in the Boys Championship. Chinle taking on Monument Valley in a little bit here from the Wildcat Den. We're going to close out our broadcast now here on this one. You'll have to refresh your browser. Look for it again on Facebook or on the YouTube channel, the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Look for us there. And get ready for the Boys Championship here in just a few moments. What a fun time we are having at the Wildcat Den. And we can't say thank you enough to our great partners, Choice N2A Wireless, for all they're doing to help us get our job done and for making possible our broadcast coverage that we get to provide here at Sports Zone Radio. We call it Northland Basketball. It's our own brand. It's our exclusive brand here at Sports Zone Radio. Thank you to Choice N2A Wireless for their partnership. Thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center for their partnership on the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. That was Jazz Nosey and Brandy Edwards for the victorious Lady Falcons. Thank you to Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, their halftime partnership as well, and all our great partners here at Sports Zone Radio. Folks, my name is Floyd Simmons for our entire outstanding crew. And you can hear in the background, the Wildcats are on the floor. The Monument Valley Mustangs are on the floor for the Boys Championship coming up in just a moment here from the Wildcat Den. Let's close out this girls' broadcast right here, right now, everybody, and invite you back in just a moment for more of our great coverage from the Wildcat Den. As we work to figure out why we are having a bit of an issue, there's our closeout theme. God bless you, folks. Join us for more Northland basketball and the boys championship from the Wildcat Den in just a moment. It's brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless.
This has been Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of Sports Zone Radio. Listen online at SportsZone123.com and download the Sports Zone Radio app for your smartphone and listen wherever you go. Join us again for the next broadcast of Northland Basketball.